The automotive world just witnessed a seismic event, one that no one saw coming. For decades, names like Ford, Chevy, and Toyota have ruled the pickup truck kingdom with unshakable dominance. But now, a surprising challenger has entered the battlefield: John Deere, the iconic green and yellow giant known for tractors and heavy-duty farming machines. When word broke that John Deere was launching its very own pickup truck, and at a price lower than anyone thought possible, it sent shockwaves rippling through the entire industry. Dealerships, analysts, and even rival executives were left in disbelief. Could a company famous for plowing fields really take on America's most competitive vehicle segment? The moment John Deere unveiled its truck, the automotive internet exploded. Truck enthusiasts couldn't stop talking, forums lit up, YouTube reviewers scrambled for coverage, and hashtags like #DeereTruck and #TruckMarketCrash started trending across social media. For the first time in years, a brand outside the traditional auto circle managed to hijack the spotlight from long-established giants. This wasn't just another truck reveal, it was a statement of intent. John Deere was here to prove that affordable, tough, and reliable pickups don't need to come from Detroit or Japan. They could be built by a company whose DNA is rooted in American soil. The shock wasn't just about the launch, it was about what this means for the future. Automakers have been steadily increasing prices, making trucks more luxurious, more digital, and, unfortunately, less affordable for everyday Americans. John Deere's entry slams the brakes on that trend. By revealing a pickup that's not only rugged and capable but also priced within reach of working-class buyers, Deere has reminded the industry what trucks were originally built for: utility, endurance, and honest value. It's a wake-up call that even the biggest truck makers can't ignore. Behind closed doors, industry insiders are already whispering that this might be the Tesla moment for traditional trucks, a disruption that forces the old guard to rethink their strategies. And it's poetic in a way. The same company that revolutionized farming may now be the one to revolutionize driving. John Deere's shock entry didn't just rattle the truck market, it crashed through its gates like a green titan, announcing that the age of overpriced pickups might finally be coming to an end. And that's where the real chaos began, when John Deere finally dropped the official price tag on its brand new pickup. The crowd gasped, the internet froze, and within minutes, every autoblog and news outlet was scrambling to confirm what they just heard. The cheapest pickup truck ever revealed, starting under $20,000. Yes, you read that right, in a market where even base model trucks from Ford or Chevy easily start above $30,000, John Deere just threw a wrench into the entire system. The announcement spread like wildfire. A truck for the people, some called it. A pricing revolution, said others. But it was more than just hype, it was a strategic masterstroke. John Deere didn't aim to compete in luxury. They aimed to dominate where the heart of America beats strongest: affordability and function. The company understood something the big automakers had forgotten, that millions of drivers still want a reliable, durable, and affordable pickup without all the unnecessary tech and inflated price tags. Deere tapped straight into that forgotten demand, delivering exactly what the market had been craving for years. What makes the price even more unbelievable is that Deere didn't cut corners to get there. Reports suggest the base model still includes a solid steel frame, high ground clearance, a dependable engine, and the same rugged toughness that's made their farm equipment legendary. It's built for work, not for showing off, and that's exactly what buyers are responding to. Imagine a truck that can haul, tow, and take a beating, all while costing less than most compact SUVs. It's not just a deal, it's a declaration. Analysts are calling it the pricing earthquake that will force other automakers to make drastic changes. Already, whispers are spreading that Ford and Chevy might be rethinking their base models or introducing new budget trims to stay competitive. Toyota, on the other hand, is reportedly keeping a close eye on how consumers react before adjusting its pricing strategy. Meanwhile, John Deere is relishing in the spotlight, their dealerships flooded with calls, reservation lists growing longer by the day, and customers from small towns to big cities lining up to get a piece of this historic moment. What John Deere did wasn't just lower a price, they lowered the barrier to entry for truck ownership itself. In a time of inflation, rising costs, and shrinking wallets, this launch feels almost revolutionary. It's not just a pickup, it's a promise that hardworking people can still afford a hardworking vehicle. And as this wave continues to sweep across the market, one thing's certain: the price that broke the internet might also have broken the auto industry's old rules forever. John Deere didn't just come to make noise, they came to redefine toughness. From the moment you lay eyes on this pickup, it screams durability. The design is unmistakably John Deere, bold, muscular, and practical, with a focus on function over flash. Instead of chasing sleek city styling or chrome-heavy luxury trims, Deere went back to the basics: the kind of rugged simplicity that built America's backbone. This truck looks like it belongs in a field, a construction site, or a dirt trail, not just a dealership showroom. It's a machine built for real work, not Instagram posts. Underneath that tough exterior lies the heart of John Deere's legacy, engineering for endurance. The company that's been building tractors, harvesters, and industrial-grade machinery for over a century knows what it takes to make something last. This pickup carries that same DNA. Its chassis is forged from reinforced steel, giving it the kind of frame rigidity that truck owners dream of. The suspension setup, inspired by John Deere's off-road and heavy-duty vehicles, provides a perfect balance between comfort and capability. Whether you're hauling a full load of gear or navigating rough backroads, the truck feels like it's been carved out of granite. What makes this machine truly stand out is its mechanical honesty. There's no overcomplicated tech that requires a PhD to operate, no fragile digital gimmicks that break after a year, just straightforward engineering done right. The drivetrain options are practical, a robust 2.5L engine designed for maximum torque, with a diesel variant reportedly in the works for those who crave raw pulling power. Deere engineers focused on efficiency and endurance rather than inflated horsepower numbers, and that's what gives this truck its charm. It's built to outlast, not outshine. Even the bed design is pure genius. Reinforced panels, a fully lined cargo area, and an optional hydraulic lift system borrowed from Deere's utility vehicles make it more than just a pickup, it's a mobile workstation. Farmers, contractors, and outdoor enthusiasts are already praising it for its adaptability and strength. It's clear that John Deere didn't just copy what the big automakers are doing, they reinvented what a work truck could be when designed by people who actually build machines meant to work. Inside the cabin, the same philosophy continues: clean, comfortable, and built to endure dirt, dust, and long days. The materials are durable, the layout is simple, and every button, handle, and surface feels like it was designed to survive years of hard use. This isn't luxury, it's longevity. And in a world where many modern trucks feel like expensive gadgets on wheels, John Deere's pickup reminds us that true strength lies in simplicity. In short, built like a Deere isn't just a catchy slogan, it's a promise etched into steel. It's a declaration that when you buy this truck, you're not just buying transportation, you're investing in a machine that's built to work, built to last, and built with purpose. This is rugged power without pretense, a refreshing return to what a real truck should be. John Deere's new pickup doesn't just blur the line between farm equipment and road vehicles, it erases it completely. For decades, the company has been synonymous with ruggedness and reliability in the fields, crafting machines that can survive mud, storms, and years of relentless labor. Now, they've taken that same unbreakable DNA and adapted it for the open road. The result? A pickup that's as capable on the highway as it is in the heart of a cornfield. At first glance, you can see the fusion of farm-tested engineering and modern truck design. The suspension and chassis draw heavily from Deere's experience with off-road machinery, built to handle constant vibration, uneven terrain, and heavy payloads without compromise. This gives the truck an almost tractor-like toughness, yet with the refined control and handling expected from a modern pickup. It feels grounded, balanced, and surprisingly smooth even when the road ends and the dirt begins. The drivetrain is another testament to this dual-purpose mastery. Deere's engineers tuned the powertrain to deliver optimal torque at low RPMs, exactly what you'd want for towing, hauling, or climbing tough gradients. That farm-grade pulling power now translates beautifully into real-world driving, allowing owners to haul trailers, boats, or work equipment with ease. It's a truck that doesn't flinch under pressure, because it's built by a company that spent a century designing machines that never do. But here's where John Deere really surprised everyone: this rugged workhorse isn't just about brawn, it's smartly balanced for everyday driving. The steering is precise, the cabin insulated, and the suspension surprisingly forgiving on asphalt. Unlike some off-road pickups that feel clunky in the city, this one transitions effortlessly between environments. Whether you're heading to a job site, cruising through downtown, or navigating rural backroads, the truck feels right at home everywhere. That versatility is exactly what gives John Deere its edge. While most automakers design trucks for the road and adapt them for work, Deere flipped the script. They designed a truck for work first and then refined it for the road. It's the perfect embodiment of the brand's ethos: function first, refinement second, but never at the expense of either. Owners can expect unmatched dependability in extreme conditions, from muddy farm tracks to icy highways. The truck's traction systems and underbody protection make it nearly unstoppable in tough environments. And because John Deere already has one of the most trusted global service networks for its equipment, maintenance and support are expected to be just as reliable, a game changer for buyers tired of costly dealership repairs and hidden service fees. In short, farm tough meets road ready isn't just a clever slogan, it's the truck's entire identity. It's a rare blend of rural muscle and urban capability, wrapped in a frame that honors John Deere's farming roots while embracing modern innovation. For hardworking Americans who need a vehicle that performs everywhere, from dirt to driveways, this truck isn't just another option, it's the beginning of a new era in pickup design. When John Deere revealed their first ever pickup, everyone expected something rugged. But what stunned the industry wasn't just how tough it looked, it was what lurked beneath the hood. This wasn't a typical engine swap from an existing automaker or a rebranded powertrain borrowed from another vehicle. No, John Deere developed this from the ground up, blending its industrial-grade engineering with modern automotive innovation. The result is an engine built not just for power, but for pure, practical efficiency, the kind of performance that gets work done without burning a hole through your wallet. At its heart, the base model is powered by a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, specially designed for high torque at low RPMs, a signature of Deere's heavy equipment expertise. This setup gives the truck instant pulling power, perfect for towing and hauling. Unlike most gas-powered trucks that deliver peak torque high in the rev range, Deere's engine is tuned to perform where it matters most, when the work begins. Whether you're towing a trailer full of equipment or navigating steep, uneven terrain, this engine delivers steady, confident muscle every step of the way. But the real showstopper is Deere's optional hybrid diesel powertrain, rumored to offer over 35 miles per gallon without compromising torque or load capacity. It's a stunning achievement for a pickup in this price range. Deere engineers utilized a mild hybrid system that captures energy during braking and downhill motion, using it to assist the diesel engine during acceleration, a concept lifted straight from their agricultural and construction vehicles. This design doesn't just save fuel, it boosts performance under strain, making the truck remarkably efficient even when fully loaded. Beyond raw power, Deere's engine introduces something that many modern trucks have lost: serviceability. Instead of hiding components behind layers of plastic and electronics, the engine bay is designed for easy access and long-term maintenance. Mechanics and DIY enthusiasts will love that most service points are simple to reach, and replacement parts are affordable, thanks to Deere's vast global manufacturing network. This means lower maintenance costs and a longer lifespan, something working-class truck owners value far more than flashy horsepower stats. Noise reduction and vibration control were also top priorities. Deere employed a triple-layer acoustic insulation system and vibration-dampening mounts, resulting in a surprisingly quiet and smooth ride for a truck with industrial DNA. It's the kind of refinement that lets you forget you're driving a workhorse, until you hit the throttle and feel that unmistakable surge of low-end torque. But perhaps the most groundbreaking part of the entire setup is Deere's Adaptive Work Mode system. This smart feature allows drivers to switch between modes like tow, eco, off-road, and field, automatically adjusting throttle response, suspension stiffness, and transmission mapping. It's technology that's simple yet functional, no overcomplicated screens, just purposeful control. In short, under the hood of this green beast lies the perfect harmony of power and practicality. It's not trying to be the fastest or flashiest engine, it's built to last, to pull, and to save. John Deere's first pickup doesn't just redefine what a budget truck can do, it redefines what efficiency means in a world obsessed with numbers over usefulness. And for those who've been waiting for a truck that works as hard as they do, this engine might just be the answer they've been waiting for. The moment John Deere's pickup hit the spotlight, comparisons were inevitable. Could a company known for tractors really compete with the big three truck titans, Ford, Chevy, and Toyota, who've dominated the American roads for decades? The answer, surprisingly, isn't just yes, it's loud and clear. Because while the traditional automakers focused on luxury trims, digital dashboards, and sky-high prices, John Deere quietly built a truck that reconnected with what the average driver actually wants: reliability, toughness, and affordability. Let's start with Ford. The F-150 has long been the gold standard of American trucks, powerful, stylish, and loaded with tech. But it's also gotten expensive. Even the base models can climb well past $35,000 once you add basic features. John Deere's new pickup undercuts that by nearly half, offering a starting price under $20,000. And while it doesn't match the F-150's top-end horsepower or luxury feel, Deere's model hits back with unbeatable cost-to-performance value. Ford's truck might boast a twin-turbo V6 and a digital cockpit, but Deere's truck offers something more fundamental: work-ready strength at a price real Americans can afford. Now, move over to Chevy's Silverado. It's a truck built on heritage, with solid towing power and a design that appeals to traditionalists. But even the Silverado is feeling pressure as its prices inch higher and its technology grows more complex. John Deere's pickup may not have the same long automotive lineage, but it does have something Chevy doesn't: over a century of mechanical trust from farmers, builders, and rural workers. The Silverado was made for the road. Deere's truck feels like it was forged in the dirt. It's built to take a beating, to haul daily loads, and to outlast tough environments, without the unnecessary luxury padding. Then comes Toyota's Tacoma, the king of reliability and off-road adventure. For years, it's been the go-to choice for those wanting something rugged and dependable. But even Toyota has been inching toward upscale territory, adding costlier trims and flashy tech packages. John Deere, on the other hand, stayed true to its working-class roots: simple, strong, and no-nonsense. In head-to-head comparisons, Deere's pickup might lack some of Tacoma's off-road finesse, but it punches back with affordability, easy maintenance, and a longer service life due to its industrial-grade engineering. Deere's service network, originally built to maintain farm machinery across rural America, is now doubling as a powerful advantage for pickup buyers who live far from major cities. When it comes to durability, Deere arguably sits at the top. This isn't a vehicle built for suburban comfort, it's one designed to endure the harsh realities of real labor. Where Ford, Chevy, and Toyota lean heavily on digital upgrades and luxury trims to justify their prices, John Deere focuses on mechanical strength, reinforced steel frames, simplified powertrains, and easy-to-repair systems. Fuel efficiency? Deere wins again in the practical sense. Its hybrid diesel option offers numbers that even Ford's EcoBoost engines struggle to match. Add the low entry cost, lower maintenance expenses, and the expected long-term reliability, and suddenly the math starts to look very different. The real story here isn't about who builds the fastest or most high-tech truck, it's about who understands their audience. And in that regard, John Deere may have outsmarted the competition. They didn't try to out-luxury Ford, outstyle Chevy, or outbrand Toyota. They simply built a truck that does the job, every day, in every condition, for a price that doesn't punish the buyer. In this comparison battle, the verdict is clear: Ford, Chevy, and Toyota still lead in prestige and polish, but John Deere just introduced a new category, a back-to-basics, bulletproof pickup that redefines value. And while the old giants are busy competing with each other, Deere has quietly stolen the attention, and possibly, the hearts, of America's working class. The message couldn't be clearer: John Deere has officially changed the game. What began as a bold experiment has turned into one of the most disruptive moves in modern truck history. With a price tag that shattered expectations, an engine built for endurance, and a design rooted in pure functionality, John Deere didn't just enter the pickup market, they redefined it. For decades, the big automakers have dictated what a good truck should be: bigger, fancier, and pricier with every new model. But Deere reminded everyone of a forgotten truth: a truck's real worth isn't measured by how flashy it looks or how big its screen is, it's measured by how hard it works, how long it lasts, and how far it takes the people who depend on it. This launch is more than just a headline, it's a wake-up call to the entire industry. Ford, Chevy, and Toyota may still dominate the charts, but now they're looking over their shoulders, because the company that built America's farms is now ready to build its roads. And with thousands already lining up to reserve this powerhouse on wheels, one thing is undeniable: John Deere didn't just crash the truck market, they rebuilt it from the ground up. So buckle up, because the pickup world will never be the same again. The age of overpriced trucks is ending, and the era of affordable, unstoppable, and unmistakably green power has begun.